Hey guys, we are back with another 90-day recap chat. This time is 90 Day Fiance the other way. 90 Day Fiance is a reality show based where there's a couple, one from the US, one from another country. They navigate love, life, relationships, trying to be man and wife, the legalities of all of that. Of course, there's cultural differences, language barriers, and all these things can be an issue when it comes to these couples. It's 90 Day Fiance. This time, the spinoff is The Other Way. You can catch this show on TLC. It is a reality show. Now, let's get right into some of our couples here. I'm going to start off with Dempsey and Statler. Now, they finally got their van, and Statler just came into the country, 10-hour plus flight. Not really sure if she trusts Dempsey, not sure if she's being used by Dempsey because she had to get a loan to put up the money for this van. This van is for a van trip that they're going to be taking around Europe, and she's stating as if this is going to be the rest of her life. I feel like it doesn't have to be the rest of your life living in a van. You guys can always change your mind and situation. Statler's job really seems very flexible and very like she can handle it, but she still doesn't want to be used by Dempsey for what she has. But she finally sees the van. She's been like blah the whole time, unsure of Dempsey, tired from her trip. When she sees the van and they actually, do the little tour of the van, she sees, it's a decent livable space. For me, I'm like, this looks nice, but it looks small, so small. I can't even imagine. I feel like I would be so claustrophobic in there. But Statler perks up and is like, this is somewhere I can live. I can make this work. At least, because I think Dempsey and Statler, when they were in the other, at Dempsey's place, it was cold and um as far as warm and hot water, I think there was issue with that. But when you're going to be in the van, I'm sure because it's the electricity in the van that you'll have hot running water. You'll always be warm when you need to. So, I mean, I guess it's a little bit better than Dempsey's place. But it looks like they're happy. They're on their way. They're on the road. And we'll see what van life brings them. And it's making me think, maybe I'll check into an RV van because my people were thinking about getting an RV, but the size is much more convenient. It is still small, but I might actually check out and look into that just for like trips and stuff. I don't want to live in it forever, but this time in the world is crazy, so we're not gonna get into that. We're gonna go to the next couple, Inky and Corona. Corona wakes up to Inky hitting her buns with some type of a papery cardboard little device. I don't know what kind of weird things are going on with them, but no, actually, it's called Bola Something Day, and I guess I'll put it in the description because I'm not sure. But Bola, I think, means buns. It's called Bun Day. This is the first day that she wakes up in Iceland with him, and that's what she wakes up to. And so he explains to her it's some type of holiday before Easter. But what happens is the kids take this little paddle thing with all these streamers on it, which he used to hit her buns. They hit their parents' buns. They spank their parents. And as many times as they've spanked their parents with the little device, they get that many buns. So they off to get the buns, and it looks delicious. And he kind of tells us it's a donut with different fillings and creams in it. From what I saw, it does look delicious. I wish they had a Bola Day here. They have Punchki Day here where I live in Michigan, but other states and cities and countries have other things. So, makes me want to try those buns. They actually look pretty delicious. But they're talking about they're sitting there with eating the buns. It looks like a coffee shop type vibe. And the place is full up of people because this is like some type of tradition. But she's talking about passing her midwife test, and she really needs to do that, or she won't be able to stay in Iceland. She'll have to go back, try to do the test again. And she's just trying to let him know this is a big deal for her. And when she finds out she passed, she's really excited. He's happy for her as well. But he's a little bit too chill. He always had that super chill vibe, but I think she also has a super hyper vibe on her. She informs him that, you know, he isn't really reacting the way that she needs him to the news about her getting her license, and the fact that she passed up a chance to go to a prestigious school where only 15 people get in, I guess, per year, whenever the opening admissions are. And she passed that up to be there with him, but she did get her license, so she can still study there in Iceland, and hopefully she finds some great opportunities there. But she's just not feeling his response, feeling his vibe. He's very chill and nonchalant about everything. So she now has to inform him that she's been soft partnering him. This is his first real relationship. She says he's her first love, which is wonderful, but she's saying because of this, it may be some type of transition, some things they have to figure out, but she wants him to know she's been soft partnering him. She's at times wanted to kind of knock him upside the head. She didn't really use those terminologies, but she did use some language. And she kind of warned him about her soft partnering habits and ways. But she said, hey, I'm not going to be fully soft partnering you anymore. I'm going to continue, but it's not going to be as soft, just so you know. And then he's got she said he has his brow furrowed. So she says, did I scare you? And he's like, I think he said like a little, but when he does the one-on-one with the camera, he's like, he doesn't know if he can really fully trust her because she's been kind of holding back from the relationship by doing this soft partnering. And he says he's been 100 with her with everything. So he's like, what else do I need to know? What else will I find out? Because she did say they were in vacation mode, because when she comes, it's always a trip for her and not reality. But he hasn't seen her in work mode, and her dream of being a midwife and what she does and what it's going to take and all of that. So that's Inky and Corona in Iceland. And of course, it's cold. It's always cold there. So that's nothing new. No new news when it comes to that. All right. We have a new couple here. We have Sean and Joanne. He's from Ireland. I believe she is from New York. I believe that's correct. He's 38. She's 43. He's into MILFs. You guys know what that term is. It's basically, I'm not going to use the language, but attractive moms that are attractive to all types of men. I'll say moms that are very attractive that men would like to be with. I'll just say that. And he calls her that. That's what he's attracted to. They connected because she's kind of does medium work. She's a medium. She does readings, and he saw what she does, so they connected online. And after the reading, she said she really couldn't connect with him properly. She didn't know why she couldn't get past whatever his vibe was. But they just started talking and talking and talking, and it never stopped. She said she knew in about 3 weeks that he was her person, but it took her about 9 months to go meet him. And she's not a person that flies a lot, only took one trip to Florida, but she said, hey, I'm going to take this chance. She said it felt like home there. He felt like home. And she's planning to relocate there. But something you need to know, she has 2 kids from a previous marriage. And we also find out that Sean also has a daughter himself. So there, she's a MILF, and I guess he's a DILF. The language I don't use, but I understand what the terminology is. So they seem to be a perfect match. He looks like he's like in the mixed martial arts. He looks like he can be in one of those movies with Jason Statham. She looks like, an Italian New Yorker mom. To me, she just seems a little spunky and a little bit like, she just seems like a mom to me. I mean, Men have their own ideas and thoughts of what she might look like or appear to or what they like about her, but just giving my take on her and what she seems like, but he's into her. And she wasn't really looking for love, and then he kind of fell into her lap. She's like, the kids have to like him because I'm planning on moving to Ireland pretty soon. No one really knows my plan, and they also don't know we've been married for 2 years. So that was the kicker. And she also tells him that, when it comes to her sons, they have to dig him or she's not going to stay in Ireland. She's going to have to figure out something else. And he kind of makes her feel like she's on her own because she's like, I got to break the news to my kids. He's like, well, I might be in the bathroom at the time. He's kind of acting like he's not going to be in the mix. And she's like, no, you got to help me with this. And then he's like, well, she's like, I have to tell my mom first because she's not coming on the trip. So she's going to know before everyone else that we've been married for 2 years. And the longer they hold it in, she said, the harder it is to kind of tell everyone. But they just decided to kind of do it on a whim because they just had this great bond and connection and decided to do so on the third visit she had with him in Ireland. So the pairs are married and they basically have to break the news to the family. So they had like a secret marriage for the last couple of years. I noticed there's kind of some secrets in this season of 90 Day the Other Way. But I'm wishing them all the best. They look like they're going to be a great couple and things are going to work out pretty well if they can get past all of this. I feel like he loves her accent, the way she says coffee. I can't do it, guys. I'm trying to do coffee, something like that. You know how you say coffee? She's coffee, something like that. He's into that accent, the Italian, I guess New Yorker accent. They seem like a good couple, but a little bit of an odd couple. And then when they showed the mom, she's going to be on the next week's episode, and she's very New York style. I was like, they could just have their own show. Just give Sean and Joanne their own show. There's going to be a lot to unwrap and unpack with these guys. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with this new couple here being introduced on this season. So this is going to be fun. And finally, another couple who likes to keep secrets, James and Tata, also been married for 2 years. But one secret right now is that he's moving to India, but they think it's just a family trip. But he comes to her country, helps her with the banana chips because that's the business they're going to try to get into, unbeknownst to the parents. Helps the family with the banana chips, and he overdoes the toppings. They're like, slow down, you're putting up too much toppings, you're gonna oversell our products here. He's getting a chance for the first time to do this, so he's trying it out. He's a newbie to it. He said, okay, why don't you race mom in packaging the banana chips? And he loses, of course, not a surprise. His hands are too big to even fit the gloves. And they count each package, and the dad's basically like, it's $1 per package of banana chips. So he's thinking, yeah, well, I don't know if we're going to make much of a profit. We have a car we have to pay off in the U.S. And I think he was like $700 a month or something. And so when they do have the banana chips, this is one of the fun parts, is that the banana chips are delicious. And I want to try these banana chips. They're very unique from any banana chips I've seen. I'm like thinking to myself, hey, you guys can sell it in the States. You can set up an online website. I don't even know how much it would cost to ship it there to the US, but like that could be an idea. I don't know if you guys can take my idea if you want. You may have already done so. And I just don't know the new episodes yet. But yeah, sell it in the States. Sell it around different areas. Online, set up an online store. You guys could be in the money. And I do now want to try these banana chips. This is a great way to promote what you're doing, being on this show. But a lot of more family drama comes up after this. But as they were talking about this, James is like, this is a great time for you to bring up that I'm moving here and I'm supposed to work with the banana chips. So she tells them the information because she has to translate because he has yet to learn their language. And the family's actually very happy that he's going to be able to help them with the banana chips. The banana chips is the star of their family right now. Um, and happy that he's going to be there and they're going to be together in I think it's Indonesia, because I think I've been saying India and I apologize, I think it's Indonesia. So he was asking, are they going to be able to make enough money for him to pay off this car loan and everything? And Dad's like, well, we're going to figure this out, because that is really a lot of money. He says, we're going to figure this out. We're going to help you out. But don't get into any more debt. He basically said, I forbid you. I'm like, oh, that's a word to use. But he's like, don't get any more loans. Don't get in any more debts. And he's trying to explain through Tata. And she's trying to translate, how you do at times still have to get loans. And then he's like, well, maybe you guys can help me when it comes to this budgeting thing. And then he wants her to take over the conversation because he wants her to give her opinions as well and not just translate. So then she gets frustrated and stressed. It's like she's trying to translate and talk on her own, and it's really stressing her out. Her parents are saying they've got her back and they're going to support her for whatever she needs. And, that gets her emotional because, he's like, well, we're not trying to be a burden on you. We didn't come here to be a burden on you. So this gets her more emotional. Then Dad starts talking about, well, you're going to be helping your kids like I'm helping you. So then she gets more emotional because she's not even sure if James wants kids. And she just has a childlike crying fit. And I kind of get it because she's trying to translate, trying to give her own thoughts, and it's a stressful situation. She doesn't want to burden her parents. They're being so kind and helpful, and she just starts crying. And then her mom comes over to her. She's holding her mom like, mommy, and crying and stuff. It gets really emotional. Then Dad comes over there and is like, okay, I know you're sorry about this. You're gonna have to kiss your mom's feet. Go ahead and kiss her feet to apologize. I'm like, that's weird, but that's what she's doing. And James is like, what's going on? So that part was kind of funny because he's like, this escalated really fast and now I have no idea what's going on. And at the time, she's just really kissing the mama's feet, like really kissing them up. So it's kind of confusing for everybody in all parts and all parties. But we're hoping that the banana chips save the day. All right, this was a great episode of 90 Day the Other Way. Can't wait to see what's going to happen next with these couples. Any thoughts, comments, questions, email me. Gotta correct me with any information. Please do so at cbiztv@yahoo.com. Email me at cbiztv@yahoo.com, where we talk faith, love, and trends. All the best. God bless. Talk to you later.